everybody. Welcome to Current-Affails with me, Ginger Molsey, and my co-hosts. There's what, like 1, 2, 3? Three of them, yes. So I'm sitting with 2 in studio with me, and then we have one lovely lady joining us all the way from Ethiopia. So let me just introduce them real quick. Over here, we've got my brother, Kekeletso. I'll tell you what that's about right now. Then we have... Daddy cool. Jason.
We can't hear you.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, okay. But they like, cause that's okay, like that. What's up? Daddy cool. JC. Right over there. What's up? And all the way in Ethiopia, we have the beautiful Vami. Hi. Wow. That's okay. I mean, let's try this again. All the way in Ethiopia, we have the beautiful Vami. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. All right, so Kekeletso, please take us through how it's gonna go.
Well, just want to wish everybody a good Easter. Everyone traveling from, going to Omakhaing, Limpopo, Free State, Moria, travel safe, and yeah. So today we're gonna be discussing quite interesting topics. Some a little bit serious, some a little bit controversial, a little bit. But as you know, we don't own the topics. We just share light on them, and you guys will give us, what you think of the topics, what we could have covered. So it's an open discussion, open room discussion. So enjoy.
All right, guys, welcome to it. Very happy to be here with this crazy crew that we have in studio, and obviously our wonderful colleague out of Addis, Ethiopia. Welcome, Vami. Pleasure to have you guys. Great week for many reasons. Obviously, for those that celebrate, those who are Christian, happy Easter or Passover to everybody. And essentially a long weekend, and we are here to obviously make sure that we cover the news that didn't make news necessarily, and the team has got something to walk you through. Who's gonna go first? It's usually the lady.
Yes.
Guys, I'm always going first.
But you see,
all right, KK,
cool.
you're up.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna be covering 3 topics. One is very serious. I think there's a man in Polokwane that hired a hit on his ex-wife or late ex-wife. And then I'm going to be covering a story about the Namibian president who's being found implicated in some in the fishing industry corruption allegations. And last but not least, we're going to be discussing the Easter roadblocks on the roads. They've gotten there were 7 arrests. Some of them were on narcotics. They found quite a bit of narcotics on several people on the roadblocks, and some motorist cars were not roadworthy. And for the obvious reason, as you know, when these long weekends is always the death toll always rises because of alcohol, and so it's quite interesting. It's quite a serious topic.
Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna be covering 3 topics as well. You guys will decide which one's the best one, but I got a little strategic with it. All right, so the first one is that Bafana, which is the South African team, did not qualify for the AFCON this year.
Eish.
Disgrace, absolute disgrace, shameful, with the best facilities in Africa, and here we are, disgraceful. All right, and then another one is this one is quite xenophobic, and if we dive into it, I'll explain why. But it says retrench Peter Ndoro. Peter Ndoro is a Zimbabwean man who is on who's an anchor on South African TV. All right, so and then what speaks to that actually, so that's where the strategy comes in. Rene Jean Page, so he plays the Duke For those of you who watch Bridgerton, he plays the Duke, and he will not be joining Bridgerton for the second season. And everybody is up in arms, especially South Africans. So he is of British Zimbabwean descent, South Africans.
A hybrid.
So it's fine. We'll talk.
Did you just say hybrid?
Yes.
Wow.
All right, guys. So from my perspective, I've got two topics, among others. The first one I wanted to cover is around the eastern part of Democratic Republic of the Congo. This past week, there was a murder. Essentially, in the middle of the night, there was a murder of about 23 people by a rebel group. I believe they called the ADFs. ADF originating obviously out of, I think, Uganda, and they've been taking residence up in the eastern part of Congo, really causing massive havoc in that particular territory. So you're getting really, loss of lives, out of many villages, and this has been happening for a very, very long time. So this past week, about 23 people got killed, and then obviously that means kids that are left, without parents, etc., and inevitably means child labor to a large degree, and it's quite sad, to think about it. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to cover this particular week. So please go ahead and research that. 23 people killed in the eastern part of the DRC by the ADF rebels. The other one I wanted to cover is that Nigerians are up in arms, really. Nigerians are up in arms because the president of Nigeria went to the UK for medical treatment, people are really gathering and demonstrating from that perspective because there's a lot of unhappiness towards that, the question being, why is it that most African presidents or most African leaders that lead countries we elect to build infrastructure, when it comes down to their own lives, when their own lives are attached, these guys, they rather not, have medical treatment in their own countries.
Yeah,
absolutely sad. So those are the two topics that I do have, guys. So we'll see which one we'll dive in. Right?
Yeah. Bami.
Over to you.
Oh well, I have a happy news all over from Addis, Ethiopia. Our men football national football team finally qualified for the African Cup. That's happening in 2021, actually.
Yeah, that's correct.
And that is happening after 8 years, and it has been a big celebration here in town.
Finally.
So, yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
Yes. No reason at all. I'm just checking.
We have not made it in South Africa.
South Africa didn't make it.
How long haven't we qualified?
Forever.
No ways, bro. There was a time that we did qualify. How many years ago was that, though? Probably more than